Yes, you are. Very sincere. Yes, you are. I'm glad that you're here. And I'm Kevin Pereira. Folks, very serious stuff here. It's Tuesday, March 18th, and we're coming to you live from the G4 Studios where? In Los Angeles. Fly away.
Good.
Let me get that Kravitz, that fly away. You're good.
On today's show, pole dancers. You know them. You love them. But they're becoming an endangered species. And around the net, we'll show you why strippers are dying breed. Plus, in DV Tuesday, we look at the extras of No Country for Old Men on Blu-ray and discuss the new ending of I Am Legend.
He eats the dog.
No, he doesn't.
Also, China has blocked YouTube and Google News. That's a boo cue. In the loop. We'll dive into what this means and see if the internet is powerful enough to bring down communism.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Here's a hint. It's not. Then we're going in your pants with sex advice and reveal if chicks actually like ribbed and studded condoms. Yes, we're actively making your life just a little bit better today.
That's right. It is time now to make you proud and pick the top 5 things on the internet.
What do you prefer, ribbed, studded?
Neither.
That's my girl, because
Raw dog it.
we're going around the net.
You missed it?
Hi? Yes.
Things up. Shocking video. The shocking video of a type of workplace injury that all too often goes unnoticed.
Yeah, listen, we all love...
No, we don't do that.
No, it's okay. No audience participation here.
Yeah, let us talk. Okay, big guy?
Listen, we all love strippers. All right, everybody knows that. We love the strippers.
I'm not fond of them.
You love them. We all love them. But what most people don't know is that strippers have one of the highest injury rates of any profession. Worse than construction workers and race car drivers, even circus knife throwers.
That's true.
They're right up there.
And that's truthful. I mean, we didn't just make that up like we do other things.
We check the OSHA guidelines.
That's true. Now, next time you guys are stuffing 20s?
Coins.
Next time you're throwing coins
flicking loose change at her
your
while she cries.
That's right. Ask them first. Ask your stripper. Care about her. Ask her if she's taking a stripper safety course. If she's not, she could end up like today's number 5.
It's tragic. And they had a mattress against the wall for her to bounce off of.
Is as you see her going down, her legs spread open, you can kind of see that white butt line from where she stands.
Just a hint.
You know what I mean? Her legs spread open. It's not bad.
The crescent moon. It's a little bit of a crescent.
Tanning.
Yeah.
She gets some tanning because your butt squishes.
That's why. And seriously, for all the fellas out there, make sure next time you're in like an orbit or a sun gate, make sure you switch it up and you do a stand-up tending bed. Yeah. That way you don't get the little crescent moons.
I don't really tan in the beds anymore because it's very. How do you know that, by the way?
Google.
Okay.
Mostly.
What I do is I lift up a butt cheek and then lay down and lift up another one, and then so there's no crease.
Yeah, that's good.
But now there's probably a crease on my back. I'm thinking about that from my booty going so high.
You don't have that much to get up there. I mean.
I do.
Okay. Coming in at number 4. Yeah, let's see. Prove it. Do you want to prove it? Yeah. There we go. Show them the new thing. Show them the new thing that you do.
It's my new thing. Around the net after hours. You want to do me?
Yes,
it's like 2 minutes into the show and we're already gone.
I'm proud to have choreographed that.
He did choreograph it last night.
Coming in at number 4 today is a clip from the classic art house masterpiece, Mr. No Legs.
That's right. Now, this 1981 triumph of cinema is notable for many things. An awful script, horrible production values, an E-list cast, and, of course, a wheelchair assassin.
He'll be all right.
The brilliance and irony of that piece is that those thugs were not expecting to have their asses handed to them by a guy in a wheelchair.
Well, that's
Some might say handy-capable.
Right? Yeah. Some might say that. Most wouldn't. But the thing about that is you watch that clip and it's like, oh, wow, that's amazing. Look at
it is amazing.
It's the power of cinema is what it is, because everybody knows it's really easy to deal with wheelchair assassins. I mean, it's just not that big a deal.
I'm going to cut you.
Okay, see, this, I have to do this all the time. I have to do this all the time. I say, look, okay, yeah, okay, buddy. Hold on. You gotta, okay, I'll bring it. Okay, hold on. You're just gonna tap dance around. All right, he's useless. You throw him there. All right, and hopefully you got your sandbags handy, and you just sandbag him. Get it right. Watch out. Get it right in the wheel.
I'm going to make tea and dinner.
There you go. Make it clear. You're right there.
If I had legs, I'll eat your face.
Okay. He's just pretty much stuck there now, so.
Now he can't move.
Yeah. Sorry, guy.
That's amazing.
I'm saying, generally, it's going to take him like a good 60 to 90 minutes to get out of there, so I got plenty of time to worry about other things. It's not that big a deal.
Well, you have a system, so I guess the natural question is, how often do you get attacked by wheelchair assassins?
Good question. I don't know, 3-4 times a week, probably.
Right.
We have this ongoing disagreement about who gets preferential parking, and I, tend to disagree. Sometimes I just e-brake it right between the two spots, and there you go.
You are a horrible, horrible person, and
who gets great parking spots.
And a lot more money than me. How can you afford that car?
It's a lease.
Okay.
Exotic rentals.
Exotic rentals.
But it works. Keep it clean.
I need more money.
There's basically two kinds of people who create kids shows, right? We all know this. There's pedophiles, and there's hippies who trip out on acid. Our number 3 video, well, it's the latter.
That's right. Now, Benny Brush is a craft show hosted by what seems to be a talking drunk paintbrush. It's bizarre, disturbing, yet slightly creative in its teaching.
It's art time with Benny Brush.
Hello out there, kids. Once again, it's art time. Do you love boats? Don't you like to watch them the way they float through the water without sinking? Well, I know how you can make your very own boat, and it'll really float. You take the toilet paper tube, and you glue it on top like a smokestack, so it looks like a tugboat. Isn't that great? Watch this. Look at that. It really floats. Hey, gotta go. This is your favorite paintbrush. Signing out. Benny.
No. That show terrified more kids than it made crafty. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you get a chance, check out the YouTube channel Cringe Vision for more disturbing videos like this one. It's really our new obsession.
It is. Now, everybody hates Bring Your Daughter to Work Day. Making small talk with anonymous coworkers you really care nothing about is awkward enough. We had to do it last night. But bringing their prepubescent daughters in... I love you, sales guys. Keep pitching me. Now, okay, so we talked about yesterday. If you watched yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so, bring daughter to work day. It's hard, especially when they have these hot, prepubescent daughters.
I know.
It gets really uncomfortable.
I can't even concentrate on my emails. I'm like, hello.
They're 13.
Okay, so they're a little older.
All right.
Now the Army is doing it as well, though, with their Bring Your Daughter to War Day. So here's more fine work from the Onion News Network, even though it seems that a lot of these girls will probably have Gulf War syndrome by like 7th grade or so.
U.S. military commanders have announced that the 3rd annual Bring Your Daughter to War Day was a great success. Over 15,000 daughters got to see firsthand what goes into fighting a war.
There are lots of explosions and I saw a leg.
Daughters got to ride in the cockpit with dad or mom on bombing runs. And a few even saw the action inside tanks patrolling the Triangle of Death.
It's something she'll never forget for the rest of her life, I'm sure.
Only 4 girls were killed, down from a dozen last year, making it the most accident-free on record.
Yes, the surge is working.
Yeah. Welcome to the workforce, little ladies. It only gets harder from here on out. And stay slim. It makes it easier.
Really, that's the message.
Yeah. Back into my 25s.
You can dodge those IEDs. Just stay nimble. Finally, coming in at number 1 today is a video of a very special robot that we've been following for some time now.
This is actually pretty awesome. The robot is called Big Dog. Remember that name. It will soon be the name of our feared overlord.
That's right, it's Boston Dynamics' 4-legged bot, They can travel over rough terrain at roughly 3 miles per hour. It can carry up to 120 pounds and conquer inclines of up to 45 degrees. It also makes some very terrible screeching noises and looks like it's sort of a walking nightmare, essentially.
So all hail Big Dog.
Yes. May you one day grant us all swift and violent death.
But we can hear him coming, so we can run first.
Did you see him boot the robot? Did we not show that? Did we not show the booting of the robot? Because in the near future, like, there will be robots doing that back to us and mashing up the video.
I just love how he jumps. That's crazy.
Got hops.
I want one.
To get your daily viral fix and sign up for the Around the Net podcast, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet.
And don't forget to catch tonight's 10 o'clock show. Do it, Kevin. Featuring our new ATN After Hours. You're the one you taught me.
I'm doing it.
Segment
Hard.
with exclusive videos. Tonight we'll show you a sexy butt model from Buenos Aires. Jessica Serio. A new one.
I did a little bit of it. I got in there.
You got it, damn it.
Your ass isn't ticker safe. Hold on. You gotta raise it up. Right now it's time for the only news you need to know. It's not coming from here, apparently. It's actually Kristen Holt with the feed headlines.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, the LA Times is linking P. Diddy to an attack on Tupac Shakur. Plus, doctors say that it's possible to be addicted to the internet and want to classify the addiction as a mental illness. And starting today, you can act out your favorite episodes of Heroes using the new soundtrack from the show. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes. But first, back to you guys.
Still ahead, did Diddy kill Tupac? Do you have mental disorder because of an internet addiction? Our virtual audience will weigh in.
Plus, in DV Tuesday, we look at the brand new Blu-ray release of the Best Picture winner, No Country for Old Men.
And then we'll tell you what kind of condoms I like best when we serve up some sex advice. You don't use that.
The inside-out ones.
Stay tuned. What's that? Our gamers.
Hey, dude. Hey. Dude, come on. What are you doing? G-cycle those batteries. What? It's cool, dude. I'm pretty sure they'll grow back as a flower. Or a rainbow. Seriously. Come on. Or a tree. See? No need to environmentally police me. Ow. That's rough, dude. Ow.
A lot happened in the world while you were celebrating St. Patty's.
That's right. The feed will bring you up to speed while you nurse that hangover.
Here we go. Yesterday, the LA Times reported a link between P. Diddy and the 1994 attack on Tupac Shakur that launched a war between East Coast and West Coast. An informant told the FBI that talent manager James Jimmy Henchman Roseman and promoter James Sabatino wanted to punish Tupac for disrespecting them, and they wanted to gain favor with P. Diddy. P. Diddy calls the story an outright lie and says he was not involved in the attack in any way. The source said Tupac was set up to be attacked while at a recording studio in New York, and it was supposed to look like a robbery. The bi-coastal war eventually led to the shooting deaths of Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G. A psychiatrist at the Oregon Health and Science University is pushing to have internet addiction classified as a mental disorder. He claims that excessive gaming, sexual preoccupation, email, and text messaging are part of a common compulsive impulsive disorder and should be recognized as a mental illness. Victims of the disorder experience cravings, urges, and withdrawals, just like any other addiction, and are also prone to lose track of time or neglect basic drives such as eating or sleeping. But don't worry, TV is good for you, so you can continue getting all the news you need to know from the feed. It's time for March Madness, but don't move those office pools online just yet, or you may be in trouble with the feds. Earlier this year, CBSSports.com created an application allowing Facebook users to fill out brackets for the upcoming NCAA Division I men's basketball tournament and compare their picks with friends. The app was supposed to make it easier for users to get involved in online betting pools, but that might be against the law. The FBI says that since internet gambling is illegal, there could be a violation if Facebook users use the app for a payout, especially if the organizers take a cut of the winnings. Dig may be losing some of their buzz to Yahoo Buzz. Websites have been placing dig buttons on articles for years, hoping that dig users would use them to push their articles to Dig's front page and drive traffic to their site. Now, many website owners are saying that the new Yahoo Buzz service is starting to outrun Dig, and Buzz hasn't even officially launched yet. Yahoo Buzz is still in beta, and already it's driving 90% of the kind of traffic that the 3-year-old company Dig sends to websites. And finally, there are no new episodes of Heroes until the fall, but starting today, you'll be able to listen to the Heroes soundtrack to tide you over until then. The new album opens with the Heroes theme song by Wendy and Lisa, and also has tracks by artists like Wilco, Imogen Heap, and the first studio recording by the Jesus and Mary Chain in over a decade. 5 unique music video podcasts will also be featured exclusively on Zune Marketplace. The first video short is Weightless by Not a Surf and is already available on Zune and MSN. Well, that's it for today, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Get all the news you need to know anytime at g4tv.com. I'm Kristen Holt, and you've just been fed.
Here's your shot to be part of today's show.
Nice cards. Let's fire up the old virtual audience, powered by Stickcam. All right, as we mentioned earlier in the feed, an editorial is being published that states internet addiction is a mental disorder. Right now we're going to talk to Mike about it. Mike, are you addicted? And as such, did you know you had a mental disorder?
Actually, I had no idea.
But would you consider yourself an internet addict? I don't know why I'm asking the guy who's on Stickcam waiting to chat with us, but I mean, are you addicted?
Yeah, I can admit that I am.
And what is it? Is it a physiological thing? Is it a mental thing? Do you just really like RedTube?
I'd say it's more of a mental thing, interacting with people.
So if you're not on the internet and interacting with people via online, then you have withdrawals? Like you're having a hard time if you're not online every day?
Not that. You have to learn to separate yourself.
Okay, so then you would not be addicted,
right,
Mike.
Right,
Well,
that's
Mike,
good.
what other addictions do you think should be classified as a mental disorder that aren't?
Well, such addictions as video games.
Oh. Yeah.
Video games? Is it addiction, really?
Well, if you have to do it all the time and you can't stop, then that's an addiction.
But an addiction, yes, but I don't think well, I guess you did ask about addiction, but not a mental disorder, certainly.
Oh, yeah. That's not a mental disorder. No, but if you're addicted to something you can't stop, then that would be an
They
addiction.
just want to classify it a mental disorder so they can sell people like an offline pill that people can take once a day that curbs their need to go online and, you know, post Craigslist ads about wanting to be a submissive.
But then we would never have found America.
This is
true.
true.
Online,
this
and
is
that's
true.
how we found him.
That's why we need to fight the cure.
All right, well, thanks, Mike. Now, earlier this week, the LA Times posted an article that linked two of rapper P. Diddy's associates, 2 of them, to the murder of Tupac Shakur. Now, I'm going to ask Andrew. Andrew, since it's been 14 years, do you think we'll ever know the truth behind the iconic rapper's death?
Well, like most murder cases that have gone on for over 10 years, they go unsolved, and I don't think that they're going to solve it at all, especially with all the rich people that are involved with this murder probably spent money to cover it up.
That's a good point. People who are rich can cover up a lot of stuff.
But Andrew, now, first of all, is your sweater, is that from the Sean John collection?
No, but my grandma made it for Christmas.
Your grandma? I would say, I love it.
Well, yeah,
You should
G.
rock the
Diddy did a
sweater.
good job, because
G.
I
Diddy.
love Grandma's sweater. But does this
I love
affect
it.
how you feel about P. Diddy's music or about as Diddy as an artist? Because we all agree that he is a modern-day Renaissance man.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I'm going to keep on listening to his music. He has great music, especially his stuff from back in the 90s.
Yeah, well, in the 90s
when he was setting up murders.
But what about,
Allegedly.
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 That's what the story is.
Wait, so you like P. Diddy's music? What's the latest song you like?
Honestly, I haven't listened to P. Diddy in
Since
over a
the
month.
90s.
In over a
is
month?
My point.
Like,
over a month.
All right,
He's addicted.
Andrew.
He has a mental
Thank
disorder
you.
to P. Diddy.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, finally, let's get to our last question here. Who do we have?
It's with James.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to ask James.
No, we're not going to ask James anything.
No?
We're just going to move on. I think we're done with the virtual audience. We lost James.
Screw you, James.
Sorry, James. Wear a better
Sorry.
sweater next time. That's all for the virtual audience.
All right, until we meet again, your work here is done, audience.
All right, the latest installment of G4TV.com's web-exclusive series, Freestyle 101, is up, and it's awesome. Some might even dare say that it's radical and awesome at the same time, if such a thing is possible.
It is possible.
Okay.
Watch it yourself. This week, Del, the funky Homo sapien, stopped by to show the world why he's one of the godfathers of nerdcore and video game-themed hip-hop. Check it out.
DL and I'm back to make you learn. On the microphone for them gangsters and nerds. Yeah, you get served when I'm on the microphone and laying a turd. And then I used to play Pac-Man before I got on the mic and kicked the fat jam. Yo, and sometimes I play Donkey Kong as Mario, jumping over flaming barrels before I got back to the barrio. And I was down with Yoshi, doing what we do. Then I just slow your speed, trying to step up to me, it's catastrophe.
All right, you guys can see the entire video as well as all the previous episodes at g4tv.com/freestyle101.
I love Freestyle 101, and I gotta tell you, Del's is one of the sickest
You were
out there.
saying that.
Like really,
A lot of
it's
people were saying that
phenomenal.
too.
So make sure you check it out.
Make sure you guys look at it. It's all free. Still ahead, China's cutting down monks and blocking Google News and YouTube. The Loop will try to figure out what will happen next in Tibet.
And later we'll show you how to blow your millions and attack this with diamond-encrusted iPhones, unnecessarily fancy USB drives, and even a golden gun.
Golden gun?
The feed is brought to you by the U.S. Navy. Navy, accelerate your life.
You. Oh, hello everybody, welcome back. I'm glad you're here because Anna, David, and Olivia are going to get to the bottom of the serious issues, all right? Like whether condoms really are ribbed for her pleasure or just to make you feel less selfish.
I hate to break it to you, but the birds and bees were swingers. They're dirtier than a dirty bird. It's just the truth. And for more sexual insight, listen up, because it's time for sex advice that belongs in your pants. Everyone needs a helping hand sometimes, and we are lucky enough to have renowned sex advice columnist and author Anna David come by and drop some knowledge on us all.
I'm the hand.
Yes.
I'm the helping hand.
It's nice to have you here. Okay, we're going to get to our first question.
Do ribbed or studded condoms really do anything to enhance a woman's pleasure?
Okay, I've never used ribbed condoms.
Really?
No.
I mean, very, very unscientific research. I'm going to say no.
No.
I mean, just in my experience, in every woman I know that I've talked to about it, no, we're just not sensitive enough down there to feel the difference.
Yeah.
I mean,
so then, like, save your money, like, just get a regular condom.
Yeah, I have a friend who swears by ultra-sensitive condoms because she says, you know, they're you know, thinner and it feels less like the guy's wearing condom. But I have never heard somebody say, God, I just, like, had the greatest time. He was wearing ribbed condoms. I mean, do you ever hear that? That girl
No,
talk?
I've never. Well, I don't really hear girls talk about condoms that much.
No, no.
But never heard a ribbed conversation.
Yeah.
Yes. And so there it is.
This is a girl who's heard a lot of conversations.
I've heard a lot of conversations.
I think that the condom ads and companies will try to convince you of otherwise, but I don't know any women that can feel enough down there to tell the difference, whether it's ribbed, whether it's not ribbed.
Well, there it is. Let's move on to our next question then, because that was pretty simple. The next viewer has a question about crustaceans. Okay, not really.
What are crabs?
A three-word
Crabs are disgusting.
question.
I'm going to say that. STDs are disgusting. And if you have them, I'm sorry, that sucks for you.
Okay.
Crabs, right? STD crabs.
Yeah.
They're teeny, they actually are teeny,
Little teeny crabs.
How do you create, you know, it's like fruit flies. Like all of a sudden, like where the hell did they come from? Where did the crabs come from?
Well, I'm going to tell you how you get them, and I'm going to tell you what they are. They are indeed tiny little crabs. I mean, when they start off in you, they're a little knit, but then if you let it go a while and you don't get it treated, then yeah, if you
how do you create
reach
the
down, you get it. It is sexually transmitted. It can also,
like an egg?
It can also be transmitted through, you know, sort of wet towels and the sheets of somebody who had it, but that's pretty rare because they have to, this is even grosser, feast on your skin and hair in order to live, so they can't live that long on like a towel. That means all of you people out there that have been saying, I got it from the toilet seat, we're busting you. Because, you know, it's transmitted person to person. It's, you know, it is disgusting. It doesn't mean you're disgusting. It doesn't mean that if you get it. It doesn't, Olivia. Wipe that look off your face. It means that you should get checked out. They actually do sell, you know, the cream over the counter. But I'm saying, if you got something you think growing alive down there, go to a doctor.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, STDs are pretty damn disgusting. That's why you always have to wrap it up, and you have to be careful who you sleep with. But thankfully, things like crabs and other,
treatable.
They're treatable.
And in 10 days.
In 10 days, there you go. So just don't sleep with anybody else, because more than anything, just like you don't want to be the guy that gave everybody crabs, because that's gross.
Yeah, that's not
Just
something
so you
you
know.
want people to be saying about it. Ever.
All right. Well, thanks, Anna, and thanks for letting us know that that crabs are disgusting, because we did not
Your
know
words,
that.
not mine.
For more Anna, visit AnnaDavid.com, and to get even more answers to your sexy, sexy questions, subscribe to the AOTS In Your Pants podcast. It's available anytime at g4tv.com/podcast.
That guy. Sorry, MySpace. You know, I wouldn't be the multi-billionaire I am today if I hadn't invested wisely and kept an eye on the market, which is why last week I took my money out of investment bank Bear Stearns quicker than Butch Cassidy. I know an epic fail when I see one barreling down the highway at me, but Jim Cramer? Not so much. Only 24 hours before the bear stock crapped the bed, essentially, he gave some very, very bad advice.
You're right. Should I be worried about Bear Stearns in terms of liquidity and get my money out of there? No, no, no. Bear Stearns is fine. Do not take your money. Look, if there's one takeaway other than a plus 400 something, Bear Stearns is not in trouble. I mean, if anything, they're more likely to be taken over. Don't move your money from Bear. That's just being silly. Don't be silly.
Look, okay, a year ago, the bear stock was trading at over 150 bucks, and it was still at 40 when Jim Cramer said to hang on to it. It plummeted all the way down to 2 bucks when it was eaten alive by J.P. Morgan.
Both Bear Stearns and Jim Cramer are today's epic fails. Bear for hemorrhaging money, of course, and Jim for helping others their money. We are almost wrapped up here, but before we hit the bar, we're giving you the last word. Let's hear from you in the army of monitor heads. This little thing we do, it's called the video viewer mail.
Right, this viewer is coming to us all the way from the Bahamas.
Nice.
Hey guys, it's my birthday on March 3rd and I've been celebrating for 2 weeks straight. So I want to know, what is your best birthday memory?
Oh.
Last July, I was in Rome, and I went, they had this castle that people aren't allowed into. I went to the castle, there was opera music playing. When I got to the very top, everyone's singing happy birthday to me.
Well, when in Rome.
You?
Actually, this year, my 25th birthday was the best. My birthdays have traditionally sucked year after year. Like, that is the tradition. Yes, no one's around and people are tired. I get a gift like early December, like, oh, this is for both. Like, okay, great.
Yeah.
I had a Dora the Explorer themed birthday party.
What?
I've been meaning to post videos and photos of it.
tell
Oh,
me
yeah.
that.
Imagine just a bunch of Portuguese men wearing Dora hats and.
You had Dora plates.
We had Dora plates and we played pin the tail on the donkey. But we had a Dora cake. We had an inflatable Dora like happy birthday thing.
Your
and
family is
all
awesome.
that with all the Portuguese chest hair and gold chains right in the middle of it.
You should bring
And Diego.
pictures.
Love Diego.
You should
So
bring
I have
pictures
pictures. I have them. I'll bring them in. Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show, I'll have photos from my birthday party, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And plus, Panasonic has the world's smallest 1920 by 1080 camcorder. That's high def for the kids out there. We'll give it the once-over in Gadget Prom.
Right, plus refreshing. Blair is bringing us the best from Wizard World. She's looking at Hellblazer Joyride and claims that she's found the best spy comic ever.
Then on Thursday, Go Power Rangers, right? Did the Mighty Morphins rule or were they lame? Find out in your childhood self.
All right, everybody, go to g4tv.com/AOTS for all things you saw today and more.
Take care, everybody. All new X-Play is up next with Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas 2.
Good night.